Hello everyone. Today we are starting with last chapter of geography, that is life in the deserts. Yesterday we understood Amazon forest and Ganga Brahmaputra basin. Today we will be having close look into the deserts and their life. So in chapter 5 you have seen that water means life to plants, animals and people. Of course, yes, it is difficult for anyone to live in places where there is no water to drink, where there is no grass for their cattle to feed on, and where there is no water to help the crops to grow. Very difficult to imagine, right? Where there is no water. So we'll see. We will now learn about the places in the world where people have learned to cope with extreme harsh temperatures, in some places as hot as fire and some as cold as ice. These are the desert areas of the world. These are characterized by low rainfall, scanty vegetation and extreme temperatures. Depending on the temperatures, there can be hot deserts and cold deserts. The people inhabit these lands wherever little water is available to practice agriculture. So if you can recall, in last few chapters we have learned different ecosystem, and also we noted desert is a different kind of ecosystem, right? Under that we have two kinds, cold desert and warm desert or hot desert. We know here the rainfall is very less and we have a scanty vegetation. And even though it is there, people are adapted to the environment. So that's what we are going to study today. So if you see this glossary, you will be saying desert, it is an arid region characterized by extremely high or low temperature and as scarce vegetation. The repetition, okay? The hot desert, Sahara. Now today we will see Sahara. Okay. Look at the map of a world and the continent of Africa. Locate the Sahara Desert covering a large part of North America. So just have a look into the map, and or you can go through the Africa map series where I have explained about African map politically. So North Africa covers, in North Africa we have a Sahara Desert. It is the world's largest desert. So world's largest desert is what we are studying today, that is Sahara. It has an area of around 8.54 million square kilometers. So it is very huge. Huger than India's, right? You can check. Do you recall that India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometer? Yes. So that's what I was about to say. So it is 8.54 million, whereas India 3.28 million square kilometer. The Sahara Desert touches 11 countries. So 11 countries. Remember this. These are Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, Tunisia, Western Sahara. So these are the areas. How to memorize that? Just go back to the playlist, or you can remember like this. 1 second. So as in the series I have explained the countries. First countries will be Matli countries. So Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya and Egypt. Then the second row countries are MMNC, Mauritania and Mali, Niger, Chad. Then for Sahara region we have Sudan and Western Sahara. So these are the region. If you can't get it, get into the series and learn more about Africa. So here 11 countries I already covered with the mnemonics. When you think of desert, the picture that immediately comes to your mind is that of a sand. But beside the vast stretches of sands that Sahara Desert is covered with, There are also gravel plains and elevated plateaus with bare rocky surface. So desert, it is not only plains, deserts also we have plateaus, okay, and plains and desert. These rocky surfaces may be more than 2500 meter height at some places. Okay, that's the thing. So now they are asking, do you know? You will be surprised to know that present day Sahara once used to be lush green plain. Cave paintings in Sahara Desert show that there used to be rivers with crocodile, elephant, lion, giraffe, ostriches, sheep, cattle and goat are common animals. But the changing climate has changed it to a very hot and dry region. So here you can understand how if you play with environment, climate changes will play with us. Once a lush green place, now it's a desert. Okay. So if you see again the countries, see this is Matli countries. Here comes Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, and Mauritania or Western Sahara, Mauritania, Mali, Niger, MNC companies we know, right? MMNC and Sudan. These are the desert countries. Then we will be covering here Congo Basin. So this was a question last year 2023. So that's why I am just mentioning. Okay, climate. The climate of Sahara Desert is scorching hot and parched dry. It has a short rainy season. The sky is cloudless and clear. Here the moisture evaporates faster than it accumulates. So yeah, days are unbelievably hot. The temperature during the day may soar as high as 50 degrees Celsius. So it might reach 50 degrees Celsius, so much hot, eating up the sand and the bare rocks, which in turn radiate heat, making everything around hot. The night may be freezing cold with temperature nearing 0 degree. So high diurnal range is what we'll say. That means morning it will be too much till 50 degrees Celsius. Night it might be 0 degree also. So much of difference is there. That is called as diurnal range of temperature. And so if you go with flora and fauna, vegetation in Sahara Desert include cactus, date palms and acacia. So you should remember the trees. Yesterday we learned about mountain trees like fir, pine, deodar. Today we are learning about date, palms and acacia. These trees, plants, okay. In some places there are oases, green islands with date palms surrounding them. We can also see oases and palms also surround them. Camels, hyenas, jackals, foxes, scorpions, many varieties of snakes and lizards are the prominent animal species living there. Okay. Scientists have actually found skeleton of fish in desert. What could have happened? We have seen already. Climate change. Because of that we have seen the desert there. If you get into people, the Sahara Desert, despite its harsh climate, has been inhabited by various group of people who pursue different activities. Among them are the Bedouins and Tuaregs. So these two people you have to note. Bedouins and Tuaregs. These groups are nomadic tribes rearing livestock such as goats, sheep, camels and horses. So majorly they are nomadics. Bedouins and Tuaregs. Okay. These animals provide them with a milk, hides from which they make leather for belts, slippers, water bottles. Hair is used for mats, carpets, cloths and blankets. They wear heavy ropes as protection against dust storms and hot winds. The oases in the Sahara and Nile Valley in Egypt supports settled population. So oases will help. Since water is available, the people grow the date palm there. Okay. Crops such as rice, wheat, barley and beans are also grown. So it's not only palm, we have rice, wheat, barley, beans as well. Egyptian cotton, famous worldwide, is grown in Egypt. So Egypt grows cotton as well. Okay. The discovery of oil, a product in great demand throughout the world in Algeria, Libya and Egypt, is constantly transforming the Sahara Desert. So there is a oil deposits because of which these countries are growing, and then they are transforming the Sahara Desert. Algeria, Libya, Egypt. Okay. Other minerals of importance that are found in the area include iron, phosphorus, manganese and uranium. So uranium is also found there, phosphorus, uranium and all. Okay. The cultural landscape of the Sahara is undergoing change. Gleaming glass cased office buildings tower over mosque and super highways crisscross the ancient camel pass. Trucks are replacing camels in the salt trade. Tuaregs are seen acting as guides to foreign tourists. More and more nomadic herdsmen are taking to city life, finding jobs in oil and gas operations. Now their life is also getting changed day by day. Camels are replaced by trucks and all. Okay. So we'll see. Depressions are formed when the wind blows away the sand. Yes, when there is a wind and it is blown away, depressions are formed. We know that. In the depression where underground water reaches the surface, an oasis is formed. So if underground water is reached, then oasis is formed. These are fertile. People may settle around these water bodies and grow date palms and other crops. Sometimes the oasis may be abnormally large. Tefila-let oasis in Morocco is a large oasis with an area of about 13,000 square kilometer. So this is one point to be noted. Tefila-let oasis. Okay. Now we'll see the cold desert, Ladakh. Now we have seen the hot desert in Sahara, which is the largest hot desert. Now we'll see the cold desert. Ladakh is a cold desert lying in the Great Himalayas. On eastern side of Jammu and Kashmir, the Karakoram range in north and Zanskar mountains in the south enclose it. So Ladakh, on the north we have Karakoram range and in the south we have Zanskar range. Okay. Several rivers flow through Ladakh, Indus being the most important among them. The rivers from deep valleys and gorges. Several glaciers are found in the Ladakh. For example, Gangri Glacier. So one important glacier in Ladakh is Gangri Glacier. The altitude in Ladakh varies from about 3,000 meter in Kargil to more than 8,000 meter in Karakoram. Okay, that is the altitude, the height. So, due to its high altitude, the climate is extremely cold and dry. The air at this altitude is so thin that the heat of the sun can be felt intensely. The day temperature is in summer or just above 0 degree and the night reaches minus 30 degrees Celsius. So here even in the summer it will be 0 degree to 30 degree, minus 30 degree. Okay. It is freezing cold in the winters when the temperatures may remain below minus 40 degrees Celsius for most of the time. So before going, we'll see this. The word Ladakh is made up of the two words La meaning mountain, mountain pass, and Dak meaning country, mountain pass country. Okay. Do you know Dras, one of the coldest inhabited place on the earth, is located in Ladakh. So Dras is located in Ladakh. This is one of the key terms to note. One is nomadics we noted in Africa, that is important. One more, Dras is a place name in Ladakh. Okay. As it lies in the rain shadow of the Himalayas, there is little rainfall as low as 10 centimeter. Very low rainfall is there. The area experiences freezing winds and burning hot sunlight. You will be surprised to know that If you sit in the sun with your feet in the shade, you may suffer from both sunstroke and frostbite at the same time. See, you can suffer both, even sunstroke and frostbite. That's the uniqueness here. Ladakh is also known as Kapachan, which means snow land. So I didn't show this, right? Here is the Ladakh. This is Ladakh portion. So we can see here Karakoram range, and here can be Janskar range. In between Ladakh mountains will be there. So yes. Now we'll see about flora and fauna. Due to high aridity, the vegetation is sparse. There are scanty patches of grasses and shrubs for animals to graze. There are very small patches of grass and shrubs. Groves of willows and poplars are seen in the valleys. During the summer, fruit trees such as apples, apricots and walnuts bloom. Okay. Several species of birds are sighted in Ladakh. Robins, restarts, Tibetan snowcock, raven and hoop are common. Some of these are migratory birds as well. The animals of Ladakh are wild goat, wild sheep, yak and special kinds of dogs. The animals are reared to provide for the milk, meat and hides. Yak's milk is used to make cheese and butter. The hair of the sheep and goat is used for woolens. Okay. Then if you see the people, do you find any resemblance between the people of Ladakh and the inhabitants of Tibet and Central Asia? The people here are either Muslims or Buddhist. So that's the thing. In fact, several Buddhist monasteries dot the Ladakhi landscape with their traditional gompas. So gompas will be there in Buddhist monasteries, right? They are called as gompas also. Some famous monasteries are Hemis, Tiksi, Shi and Lamayur. So you should memorize this also, okay? In summer season, the people are busy cultivating barley, potato, peas, beans and turnip. The climate in winter months is so harsh that people keep themselves engaged in festivals and ceremonies. Because it is very cold, they keep on celebrating festivals and ceremonies. The women are very hard working. They work not only in the house and fields but also manage small business and shops. Leh, the capital of Ladakh, is well connected both by road and airways. The National Highway 1 connects Leh to Kashmir Valley through the Jojila Pass. So through Jojila Pass, Kashmir and Ladakh are connected, and that is Highway 1. Okay, this has to be memorized. Jojila Pass, can you name some more passes in the Himalayas? This is the assignment for you. Comment below. So now we have tourism. Tourism is a major activity with several tourists streaming in from within India and abroad. Visit to gompas, trucks to see the miados and glaciers. Witnessing ceremonies and festivals are important activities. Life of people is undergoing change due to modernization, but the people of Ladakh have over the centuries learned to live in balance and harmony with nature. Due to scarcity of resources like water and fuel, they are used with reverence and care. Nothing is discarded or wasted. So they are adopted to the nature and living with the nature. So this is all about that. Oh, there is one, do you know? Manali Leh Highway crosses 4 passes: Rohtang Pass, Baralacha, Lungalacha La and Tanglang La. So all these are important. See why it is important. They will be asking you to match the following. Rohtang La is located where? Or Baralacha La is located where? Okay. So that's why you have to memorize these things. Jojila is connecting Kashmir and Ladakh. So we'll see only match the MCQs. Sahara is located in which part of Africa? Northern. Sahara is what kind of desert? Hot. The Ladakh desert is mainly inhabited by Buddhist and Muslim. Deserts are characterized by scanty vegetation. Yes. And even scanty vegetation. So that's all for today. We'll catch up tomorrow.